Nothing ruins a good day faster than a single thought. One look, one message, one what if. Suddenly your chest is heavy, your mind is racing, and you're waiting for disaster. People say, just relax, or just be positive. But if you could, you would. This isn't weakness, it's how your nervous system works. In this video, we are going to look at the neuroscience and psychology behind why your brain kills your happiness. It's not a mindset issue, it's a biological mechanism called the survival glitch. And more importantly, I'm going to give you 3 evidence-based protocols to manually override that system. If you stay until the end, you won't just understand your anxiety. You'll have the toolkit to turn it off. So, why does your brain do this? Why does it treat happiness like a threat? To understand this, we have to look at the hardware you are running. Your brain isn't reacting to today. It's replaying patterns you inherited from ancestors who lived in caves for thousands of generations. In the Paleolithic world, your brain didn't care if you were happy. It cared if you were alive. It cared about keeping you from being eaten. In that environment, there were 2 types of mistakes your brain could make. Mistake type 1. You hear a rustle in the bushes. You think it's a tiger, but it's just the wind. You get scared for no reason. This is a false positive. Cost? A little anxiety. You survive. Mistake type 2. You hear a rustle. You think it's the wind, but it's actually a tiger. This is a false negative. Cost? You die. Here is the crucial part. The humans who were chill, relaxed, and optimistic. They made mistake type 2. They died. The humans who were paranoid, anxious, and constantly assuming the worst, they survived. They passed their genes down. And eventually, those genes got to you. This creates what psychologists call the negativity bias. Your brain processes negative data instantly and stores it permanently, like Velcro. It processes positive data slowly and forgets it quickly, like Teflon. It's not trying to make you miserable. It's trying to keep you safe. It thinks that if you relax, you will miss the tiger. So when you finally have a good day, when everything is calm, your amygdala, the alarm center, freaks out. It says, it's too quiet. We are vulnerable. Find a threat, now. And if it can't find a threat outside, it creates one inside. This survival software shows up in modern life in 3 very specific ways. I want you to check if you recognize any of these. Trap 1, foreboding joy. This is the most common one. You are having a moment of pure happiness, maybe looking at your kids or finishing a project. And suddenly, you feel a physical shiver of dread. You think, this can't last. What if something bad happens to them? What if I fail next time? Researcher Brene calls this foreboding joy. Your brain is literally rehearsing tragedy so it won't be caught off guard. It is trying to beat the pain to the punch. Trap 2, the inner prosecutor. This is that voice that starts talking the moment you sit down to relax. You didn't do enough today. You said that stupid thing in the meeting. We think this is our conscience. It's not. It's a safety mechanism. In a tribe of 50 people, social rejection meant death. So your brain is constantly replaying your day, looking for social errors, trying to fix them so you don't get kicked out of the tribe. It's not judging you. It's terrified of being alone. Trap 3, the problem solver loop. Do you ever wake up at 3 a.m. worrying about a problem you literally cannot solve at 3 a.m.? That is your brain's default mode network getting stuck. It thinks that worrying about a problem is the same thing as solving it. It feels productive to the brain, even though it's exhausting for you. Okay, so we have established that you aren't broken, you are just evolutionary protective. But we don't live in the wild anymore. We don't need this level of security. We need to update the firmware. We do this using directed neuroplasticity. This is just a fancy way of saying your brain changes based on what you force it to look at. Here are 3 steps to do it. Step 1, the labeling technique. When the anxiety spikes during a good moment, do not fight it. Do not argue with it. Just label it. Say to yourself, oh, that is the foreboding joy, or that is the ancient security system scanning for tigers. Here is the science. Brain scans show that when you put a name to an emotion, activity in the amygdala decreases and activity in the prefrontal cortex, your logic center, increases. You move from being the anxiety to watching the anxiety. Step 2, the safety evidence file. Your brain is collecting evidence that the world is dangerous. We need to force it to collect evidence that you are safe. Every evening, write down 3 boring facts that prove safety. Not, I'm grateful for my yacht. Simple stuff. I ate breakfast and didn't starve. I made a mistake and didn't get fired. The sun came up. We are balancing the books. We are showing the bodyguard that the environment is safe so it can stand down. Step 3, the 15-second savor, the most important one. This is based on the work of neuropsychologist Dr. Hanson. When something good happens, even a tiny thing like a good cup of coffee, most of us notice it for 2 seconds and move on. That is not enough time for the brain to save the file. It slides off like Teflon. To make it stick, you need to hold your attention on that good feeling for 15 to 20 seconds. Feel it in your body. Let it sink in. Neurons that fire together, wire together. By holding the focus for 15 seconds, you are physically growing new neural structures that make it easier to feel happy tomorrow. Here is the bottom line. Your brain is not against you. It is a loyal protector that is just a little confused about the year we live in. It doesn't need to be fought. It just needs to be retrained. You are allowed to have good days. You are allowed to let the guard down. The tiger isn't coming. Start today. Try the 15-second pause. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. Which of the 3 traps does your brain fall into? The foreboding joy, the prosecutor, or the loop? I read every comment. Take a breath. You've got this. See you in the next one.